Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Lane and this is episode 1 of Solely Survival, my Minecraft survival series. Today's episode starts a fresh new world on a randomly generated seed. I know absolutely nothing about this world, so we're going to start by just taking a look around and seeing what we can find. As with any new Minecraft world, we're going to start by punching down our first tree to get us some wood and get us started. And there we have our first crafting table of the world, and we're going to go ahead and make some sticks and plop this crafting table down and get us some tools. Alright, so I've got my first set of tools and my first crafting table of the world, so now we can go ahead and get started. Now, as you can probably see, I've started taking a look around, and we've got a jungle biome right next to us, which is great for scaffolding. So I'm going to go ahead and try to climb up there and get some of the scaffolding and hopefully find some animals for some food, as I'm going to really need that soon. The sun is setting on day 1, and I still don't have any food or anything, so I'm going to go ahead and just hole up for the night. Now the sun is up, so back to the search for food. Alright, I found some melons, which isn't going to be the most filling thing in the world, but it'll have to do for now. We're going to go ahead and get started on finding some cobblestone and upgrading our tools a little bit, because I have a feeling this is going to be a pretty rough start to our world. I also just found my first coal vein, which is awesome because I'm really going to need the coal for some torches soon. I'm also going to need to smelt some food soon, because I'm not going to be able to live off these melons forever. All right, now we've made it to our first bit of bamboo. I'm only going to collect a little bit of this because, I mean, it grows rapidly. There's no reason to me collecting a bunch of it. So now that I've got it, we're going to go ahead and get started taking a looking around and finding materials and finding a place that we can call home. So I literally just started looking around and I've already found a couple of interesting things. Firstly, over here, we've got a savanna biome. But more importantly, over here, we've got spruce, which is going to be amazing. Spruce is like my favorite block to build with, so I'm really excited to collect this. I'm going to go over here and get some saplings now. All right, and now I've got a stone axe, and we're going to get started on taking down some of this spruce and hopefully collecting some of these saplings to take with us wherever we're going to set up base at. And it's turning nighttime again. Well, time to go back underground. So nighttime number 2 has ended, and I searched for maybe a minute and a half, and I come across this ruined portal. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look and see what we can find inside. Hopefully it's something good. So there I was, minding my own business, walking along the beach and admiring our little turtles over here. I found this shipwreck. Now this is going to be awesome, though I don't really have the storage capacity for it at the moment. But that's not going to stop me from taking a look at what's on the inside. We might have iron or something, which is going to be amazing. So in the meantime, I'm going to drop off most of what's in my inventory, make some doors, and get down there and see what we can find. All right, I've got my doors made. We're just going to go ahead and break in right here and see what we can find. Okay, we've got some emeralds, a little bit of iron, but not very much, and a bottle of enchanting. That's not going to do us very much good. All right, well, I guess after that disappointment, it's time to just keep looking for somewhere to call home. Thank God I finally found some sheep. So after about 20 minutes of running around, I think I finally found what I'm going to call home. I found this little area right here beside this cliff, and I think I'm going to set up a home somewhere around in here, and I'm probably going to build like a city or something going through this entire area. And I'm thinking I can expand it over this direction and do it on this side as well, with little bridges or little piers coming around here and maybe across there. I don't know. We'll figure it out and see what happens. But I actually really like this area. The only thing I don't like is it being right next to the savanna biome, but that's all right. I mean, you can't have everything. So I don't know. I guess I'll go down here and get started. All right, now that we've got that set up, I just want to show you real quick what I've got envisioned for the area. So we're just going to go into free cam mode here and kind of get an eagle's eye view of the entire area. So what I'm thinking is home is going to go right here in this area, and I'm probably just going to make fields and little houses stuff going through here. Probably not anything too practical, but just, purely aesthetic stuff. And probably the same for over here. I'm thinking like more of a city over here, and with docks and piers and stuff like that going along the edge. And, things like that. I'm not entirely sure. Now, I also just noticed this big crevice over here. And I'm thinking this would be the perfect area to kind of start a little mine or something like that. I'm sure I could turn this area into a nice little mine entrance or something like that. I think that would be pretty sweet. So I just want to give a little disclosure on free cam real quick. I'm only using it to kind of show you guys what I'm picturing and things like that. I'm not planning on using it to speed run through the game or search for diamonds or find caves or anything like that. I don't want to use it for anything cheaty. I just want to use it to kind of map out my perspective on things and what I plan on doing with the world, and I don't plan on doing any kind of cheating with it whatsoever, as I think that takes all the fun out of the game. Now, with that being said, we can get back to mining and crafting. I'm going to get started around here by clearing out some of these trees and some of these grass patches here so I can get some seeds. I'm just going to make a temporary little farm along the edge of the water here just so I can get some kind of wheat and, crops going because I'm going to need more than these melons at some point. But I'm going to go ahead and start focusing on the trees and planting some crops and sugarcane and stuff like that. And I will see you guys in a bit. All right, well, I said I was going to get started, but I've only got this one stone axe here, and this is all the cobblestone I've got in the world here. So I'm going to have to go ahead and go to the mines and start making that little area because this is not going to cut it. If I'm going to chop down all these trees, I'm going to need more than just this one axe. So I've made it over to the mines, and, well, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't exactly know what I plan on doing with this area just yet. I'm seeing a bunch of coal and copper, and I'm seeing a few little blocks of iron down here. And, yeah, I've already lit up a little bit of this area just to keep it safe so I can record this clip real quick. But I'm going to go ahead and take a look around and see if I can find a nice little area to kind of start a mine entrance or if I can come up with an idea for this hole. Hey, look at that. We found some iron. All right, so after taking a look around, I've got a little bit of a vision for this place. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of terraform this area a little bit all the way around through here. And I'm thinking of making the mine entrance like right here and probably like little mountainside houses and buildings and things like that going on throughout here. Kind of like a goblin would live here or something like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. So I don't have the resources right now to do all the terraforming or anything like that. I mean, obviously it is, the first 20 minutes of me playing, well, the first 30 minutes of me playing really. So I'm going to go ahead and start by making the mine here, and I'll come back in as I get the resources and I'll terraform all this up later on. But for now, the cobblestone and getting down to deep slate is going to be the priority. So we're going to go ahead and get started on that with this little time lapse starting now. All right, I'm finally back from mining, and what took me about 2.5 hours in real time to do, you guys probably got cut down into about a 30-second time lapse. So if you guys like the effort that's been put into this video so far, please be sure to leave a like and hit the subscribe button for me as it'll help your boy out. Anyway, now that that is over with, I can show you guys the full haul from today. So as you guys can see in my inventory, I've got a bunch of redstone, I got lapis, a little bit of iron, and I've got some diamond, some gold, coal. And in here, I've got a bunch of deep slate, I've got a bunch of cobblestone and, miscellaneous stuff. From one of the zombies, I got one of the potatoes, which will be great because that's going to be my main food source probably for a while, or at least until we get a villager setup going. But this is really going to help out a lot. And as you can see from here, I'm actually wearing a full set of iron armor and I've got a shield already. So I'm pretty kitted out. I was going to keep going until I got a full set of diamond armor, but I didn't really have enough pickaxes to do that, and I already spent enough time down there today as it is. So now that we're back up here on the surface, I'm probably going to start going and collecting a bunch of wood and other materials and getting stuff together to start building houses, and I'm probably going to start tearing down the some of the trees and some of the landscape that is around the area in which I'm going to be building. So I will see you guys there. Sorry to interrupt the time lapse, but it appears we've actually got our first visitor. Our first wandering trader has come to visit us. Now, I've actually got a data pack that allows us to trade these emeralds and certain blocks for the micro block version of these blocks. And I think they are awesome to build with. So you're going to see me building with these throughout our world. They are awesome for decorations and stuff like that. And as you can probably see from my inventory, I've actually got the mob head pack installed as well. So not only can I get the micro blocks, but I can also get mob heads and stuff like that throughout the world as well. So this is going to be awesome for decorations. Now, right now, I don't think I'm going to be able to get anything out of him, but in the future, you're going to see me using a lot of these blocks that he'll provide us. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. I've been busy gathering a bunch of materials and getting ready to do this thing. And as you probably noticed in the time lapse, I took a little bit of time to stop and fish for a little bit because I was really needing the food. I've got a bunch of fish in my inventory and I've got extras in the chest here. And I also managed to get this Riptide 3 Efficiency 4 book, this Power 3 Infinity Unbreaking 3 and Punch 1 book, and this Lure 3 Mending Fishing Rod. The bow I'm not comfortable using just yet. I want to add another couple bows to it to get that durability back up. But that's going to be amazing once I can get it fixed up for a little bit. And the Efficiency 4 book I'm really looking forward to. I also took the time to start this little bit of a crop farm over here and the sugarcane farm over there because we're really going to need those resources going forward, especially for the enchantment table with all the sugarcane and everything. But I'm really going to need these potatoes and stuff like that for future, so this way I can, have some decent food source until we can get a villager trading hall going, which I hope it doesn't take me too long to do. I also started the layout to the house in which we're planning on building over here, and I think I have enough resources to get started on it and hopefully get it finished soon. If not, it is what it is, but in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and get started on building our very first house. All right, you guys, I finally finished our very first house of the season, and I think it turned out pretty good. It's not anything fancy, it doesn't have anything exotic or anything to it. It's just a bunch of stripped birch with oak planks and oak logs, a little bit of cobblestone here and there, some greenery, and spruce roofs, and the flooring is also spruce. I have not done the interior yet, but that is probably going to come in next episode because I'm also going to have to make a little storage area because this little chest monster has got to go. I also went ahead and removed our little crop field here because it was a little bit in the way, and I think I've got enough now to where I can go and make a separate little farm somewhere, which probably will be something I'll also do in next episode as well. And yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. I really like the little touch of greenery that I added around the sides. I think that really brings out a build a little bit more. It adds a little bit more color to it. And I didn't really have very many flowers to choose from, so as I get more, I'll kind of change those out going forward. But I mean, really, all in all, the build is looking pretty good. We're gonna ignore that hole up there. We're gonna act like I did that. I'll fix it up next episode as well. All right, I think that's going to wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed the video, then please show your support by leaving a like and a comment and subscribe to the channel. Goodbye, everyone.